African woman's struggle story, the weight she carried. Amina was born in a small village on the edge of the Sahel, where the land was dry and the wind carried more dust than rain. From the day she learned to walk, she learned to carry water on her head, firewood on her back, and expectations in her heart. In her village, girls were taught endurance before dreams. Every morning before sunrise, Amina walked miles to fetch water. The metal container cut into her palms, but she never complained. Her mother used to say, "A woman's strength is her silence." Amina believed it, even when silence became heavy. School was a luxury. Amina loved learning. Letters felt like doors opening in her mind, but when her father fell ill, she was pulled out of class to help at home. Her brothers continued their education. She watched them leave each day with books in their hands, while she stayed behind with chores and quiet questions she never asked. At 16, Amina was married to a man twice her age. She didn't cry at the wedding. Tears were considered weakness. She told herself this was her fate, just like the cracked earth and the long walks for water. Her husband was not cruel, but he was distant to him. Amina was responsibility, not a person with dreams. Then drought came, the crops failed, the cattle grew thin, hunger moved into the village like an uninvited guest. Amina learned a new kind of strength, the strength to watch her children sleep with empty stomachs and still wake up the next day ready to fight for them. When her husband left for the city to find work and never returned, Amina became both mother and father. Some said she was cursed. Others whispered that a woman alone could not survive. Amina listened, nodded, and kept working. She began making and selling handmade baskets at the local market. At first, people paid little, but her work was strong and beautiful, just like her. Slowly, customers returned. With each sale, Amina felt something unfamiliar growing inside her, belief. One day, a local women's group noticed her. They offered her a small loan and basic training. It was the first time anyone had invested in her potential instead of her obedience. Amina learned how to manage money, how to read prices, how to speak without fear. The change was not easy. Men laughed at her confidence. Some relatives said she was forgetting her place. But Amina remembered every hungry night, every mile walked barefoot, every dream she buried. She kept going. Years passed. Her children returned to school. Her business grew. Amina hired other women, widows, abandoned wives, girls with tired eyes like hers once were. Together they worked, laughed, and shared stories that had been silent for generations. One evening, as the sun dipped low and painted the sky gold, Amina stood outside her small workshop. The same land that once broke her now felt different, still harsh, still challenging, but no longer impossible. Amina knew her struggle was not unique. Across Africa, millions of women carried the same weight: poverty, inequality, silence. But she also knew something else now. A woman who survives can also lead. A woman who struggles can also change the world. And though the world might never fully see the battles African women fight every day, the earth remembers their footsteps, and it is shaped by them.